Hey everyone, I want to talk about a few new houseplants that we have in. This is a new introduction. I actually saw this several months ago when I was going to pick up some plants in Apopka at Central Florida Ferns, one of our growers here in Central Florida. And I saw these sitting on the table. I did not put them on my order. They weren't quite available yet, but here they are. Really cool foliage, nice low light, easy growing, kind of a creeping plant. You can grow them in the ground or in containers. If you do grow them outside, just make sure you keep them in lower light. If we have any hard freezes, you want to protect them. But they're a really low maintenance, easy plant that can be grown indoors in bright light or outdoors in lower light or indirect light. Very different and very unique. Got some really interesting bromeliads in. This is the Bromeliad Neoregelia guacamole. It's got a really nice striped foliage, super low maintenance. If you have never grown bromeliads before, I highly recommend it, but you're gonna need some lower light conditions. There are some varieties that can be grown in full sun, but most varieties are gonna prefer lower light conditions. So if you have a place outdoors where it's not gonna get a lot of that afternoon sun or a lot of bright direct sun, filtered light, shade, these are perfect. It doesn't get much easier than bromeliads, and there's a lot of different forms, a lot of different types, several different families, and we got some different ones here. We have a Varicea right here with an interesting foliage texture. Actually, this is a Guzmania, excuse me. This is a Guzmania, but a really interesting flower spike that's getting ready to open here, and the plant itself's got a real nice texture. We also have a Cryptanthus here. I think this is Absolute Zero Cryptanthus, and look at that. Almost like a snake skin or something. They're really nice. And again, very, very low maintenance. This is a plant that if you are just kind of dabbling in houseplants, this is a really easy one to get started with. And they come in lots of different colors. So we got some with red foliage as well that really stand out. Some with like, you know, a spectrum of foliage where you have like a gradient here, lights and darks, and the stripes are very distinct. We can use these in the landscape here in Northeast Florida. Under ideal conditions, you want to have maybe a large tree overhead to help protect them from any hard frost we might have in the winter. Otherwise, you'd want to maybe throw a frost cloth over them if you're expecting temperatures below or at freezing. Or other than that, they're very low maintenance. They like to be a little bit on the moist side. So being in the shade with all the rains that we have, the rains can really pretty much take care of them. So once they're settled in, the maintenance on these is almost nil, except for any freezing temperatures that we have. Come check us out here in our greenhouse at Earthworks. We got plenty of these bromeliads. Come check out the Pink Panther. You might be one of the first to get them. They just arrived.